What if I told you that a military operation on the other side of the planet is going to raise the price of your Thanksgiving dinner? And most people, they won't connect those two things at all. This isn't a theory, this is a supply chain, and it's already moving. Right now, 5 separate economic shocks are rolling toward your household on 5 completely different timelines. The first one, you can already see it every time you pull into a gas station. The last one won't show up until your mortgage rate refuses to budge, and by then, you'll have completely forgotten what started it. My name is Franklin, and on this channel, we do the math that other people find uncomfortable. Today, we're mapping every wave, every timeline, and every move you can make right now before they arrive. Let's go. The price on the gas station sign right now, that's wave 1, and it's the most visible shock of the 5. Diesel is up nearly 47% from pre-conflict levels. 47%. Now, most people hear that and think about their commute, but diesel doesn't just move your car. It moves every single thing you buy, every product, every package, everything on every shelf, every pallet in every warehouse, every refrigerated truck delivering produce to your grocery store. When diesel rises by $1 per gallon, freight carriers pass that cost along within 30 to 60 days. It's documented, it's fast, it's already started. The average household is already absorbing hundreds of extra dollars in fuel costs this year alone. And remember, this is only wave 1. Wave 2 is already in motion, you just can't see it yet. Freight carriers update their fuel surcharges weekly, and they pass 60 to 80% of diesel cost increases through to retailers within 30 to 60 days. Grocery inflation was already running between 3 and 4% annually before any of this started. Economists are now projecting it climbing to 4.4% and beyond. Beef, produce, coffee, all getting hit especially hard. Practically speaking, your grocery bill in May is going to be noticeably higher than it was in February. Same cart, higher total. Most shoppers will stand at the checkout and assume they bought more food. They didn't buy more food. The food just costs more. If this kind of ahead-of-the-curve financial analysis is useful to you, hit like and subscribe to Money Momentum. We cover exactly this kind of shift before it lands on your bank statement. We break down economic shifts before they land on your bank statement. That's the whole point of this channel. Now, here's the wave that almost nobody is connecting right now. And honestly, it's the one that should concern you the most. Natural gas is the primary raw material for nitrogen fertilizer, the stuff farmers put in the ground to grow essentially everything you eat. A significant portion of global fertilizer trade moves through shipping lanes that are now severely disrupted. Within weeks of the disruption, prices at major agricultural hubs jumped between 30 and 50%, in some cases in a single week. And here's the timing problem. Spring planting is happening right now, this month. The decisions farmers are making today determine what's on your plate in October. The planting decisions of March and April determine the fall harvest. That's just how agriculture works. There are no shortcuts. You will not feel this wave in April. Everything will seem fine in April. You'll feel it in October, standing in the produce aisle, staring at a price tag, wondering why everything costs more, with absolutely zero memory of what caused it. Wave 4 hits the summer travel plans you've probably already been putting off. Jet fuel surged over 60% after the disruption hit, and fuel accounts for roughly 1/3 of every airline's total operating cost. When your biggest operating cost jumps 60% in 3 weeks, airline tickets don't stay cheap. They can't. Analysts are projecting 15 to 30% fare increases for summer 2026 travel, with June and July absorbing the biggest hits. Here's what's different about airline pricing versus groceries. Airlines bake fuel costs into their models months in advance. Those higher prices don't come back down quickly, even if oil prices ease tomorrow. The pricing is already baked in. The flight you book next week will almost certainly be cheaper than the one you book in May. This is not complicated. Book it today. And now we get to wave 5, the biggest one, the quietest one, the one that will cost most households the most money and never show up as a single line item. It doesn't announce itself. It just shows up as a number that won't go down. At the start of 2026, markets were pricing in multiple Federal Reserve rate cuts this year. Lower mortgage rates, cheaper car loans, relief on those sky-high credit card APRs. People were building plans around it. That expectation is now effectively dead. The rate cuts aren't coming, not anytime soon. Here's the trap the Fed is caught in. Higher oil prices push inflation upward, but they also slow consumer spending and threaten employment. Both things are happening at once. The Fed's two jobs, control inflation and protect employment, are now pointing in completely opposite directions. There's no clean move available. Rate cuts are off the table, and that means everything tied to interest rates stays expensive. 30-year mortgage rates are sitting between 6.2 and 6.4%, up from 5.87 in February, and they're not dropping. Auto loans for buyers with good credit are running around 7%. And average credit card APRs, 21 to 24%, on $1.27 trillion of American credit card debt. If you're carrying a balance at those rates, while everything else is also getting more expensive, that balance is a slow, quiet financial bleed every single month. Okay, so what do you actually do? Here's the playbook, and none of it is complicated. Step 1. Move your emergency fund to a high-yield savings account. If it's sitting in a standard bank account right now, it is losing ground every single day. High-yield savings accounts are paying 4 to 4.2% right now. That's roughly 10 times the national average of 0.39%. With the Fed frozen on rate cuts, these rates aren't going anywhere soon. There is no reason not to do this today. Step 2. If you're carrying high-interest credit card debt, attack it like the emergency it actually is. Paying off a card charging 22% interest is mathematically identical to earning a guaranteed 22% return, tax-free. You cannot buy that return anywhere on the planet. Step 3. Do not stop your investment contributions. Keep the automated transfers running. Set it and walk away. Do not move to cash. I know it feels safer right now. It isn't. Moving to cash during volatility is one of the most expensive financial mistakes you can make. The shares you buy during periods of volatility are historically among the best investments you will ever make. The recovery doesn't ask for your permission, it just happens, and the people who stay in catch all of it. Step 4. Book your summer travel now. Not this weekend, today. The pricing window is closing and it is not coming back. 5 waves, 5 timelines, 1 window to get ahead of them. That window is right now. The households that come through this period in better shape are never the ones who earn the most. They're the ones who adjusted earliest. While everyone else files this under annoying but manageable, the people watching this video have a chance to step ahead. Don't waste it. If this video helped you see the full picture, subscribe to Money Momentum and share it with someone who needs to hear this before October, because by October, it'll be too late to prepare. I'll see you in the next one.